No news on the Papua New Guinea front. The starters aren't even in the stalls.
But the fact that they haven't got a coach yet, that's also a concern.
Yeah,
but the other part to that, they're going to ask everybody. I've never been to Papua New Guinea. Everybody I've spoken to have spoken about it like it's something that you've never seen before. They will live in a compound over there. How do you entice married family men with young kids to go and live in a place that you've got to live in a compound? How do you entice young single men to go and live in a place where they've got to live in a compound?
Should have been based out of Cairns.
I don't know. As a manager, how do you when the Papua New Guinea Chiefs come to you and say, mate, we've got $600,000 here or $800,000 here, tax-free, supposedly, for your player, but, mate, you're going to have to go live here. You won't be able to go out at night. You won't be able to do this.
I'll have to go over and have a look for myself.
You might not come back.
And if there's no pub, no one will be going.
Do they need a recruitment agent?
Again, with respect, I don't know too many people who say to me, I'm off for a holiday to Papua New Guinea next week. But we don't.
Oh, it's true.
And yet I saw something on telly where they were selling this island that they were going to live on, with a fence around it.
Gilligan's.
But how do you, but see,
look, we'll work
what are they
through
going to do? They're just going to live in a little, they're going to live a little enclave of just the footy team and that's it.
I'm sure in PVL we trust. I'm sure we'll make it work.
There'll be a little nightclub, like when you go up to Hamilton Island, there'll be a little nightclub for the locals.
I don't know if there will be.
There's some pretty crazy things being said in there by 3 grown men, by the way. These guys are at least 50, I'm guessing. And, by this time, you'd think that at that age, you have some form of maturity about you or some form of vision about the growth of, especially about the growth of the game, NRL, and the potential it has in a country like PNG, Port Moresby, which regards rugby league as its national sport. I got pretty excited listening to this podcast because the first 5 seconds was talking about Chiefs and who the coach might be, what players they're looking at, which I thought was the direction of the conversation. But then the rest of it was like, whoa, this is some pretty crazy stuff being said and completely just incorrect. Everything they said was incorrect. You're not going to be able to go out at night. I mean, how do you think people live over there, mate? Just sit inside and wait till the sun comes up? Crazy thing to say. My wife, Australian, New Zealand, she flies to PNG on her own without me, gets her work done, goes out with her friends to restaurants, just like any other person from another country in PNG, which I'm guessing was the reason why you said it. Why would anyone else from Australia go and live there when you got to live in a compound, which is also not true. She travels there and works, comes back to Australia, seems to be fine. I'm from there. I travel back there all the time. Never had any negative experiences in terms of even witnessing crime or violence. Yes, the country needs help with a lot of issues, which the media absolutely blows up to sell newspapers and stories. Now, do you have your troublemakers here and there? Of course. There's opportunists there because, it's still a developing nation. The country still needs to get its act together in terms of schools, hospitals, roads, and law and order in several different areas. You're not going to sugarcoat that. But to say that you're going to be living in a compound, not going out at night, to put off these NRL players going there is pretty crazy. And boys, if you have to be enticed to go and live there, don't do it. Don't go. You shouldn't have to be enticed to move to any NRL club. You should be sold just like anywhere else. An opportunity to go and play there, make a difference for the club, for the community, like you would anywhere here in Australia and New Zealand or, England, France. PNG, the only difference there is you are going to be loved by every single Papua New Guinea who lives there. Now, as long as you go there to have a crack and give your best shot, not just go for a paycheck, you'll be fine. And all this safety, you talk about safety and opportunity. Yes, education opportunity is much better here in Australia. So if you got kids, you might have different priorities, but you shouldn't be sold on whether it's safe for your family or not, because it is completely blown out of proportion. The state of Port Moresby, yes, needs development, and the country needs help with getting its infrastructure in order. But you'd be living in a 5-star resort, which is one of the best hotels I've ever been to, by the way. You'll be well looked after. You're going to get smiles at you every single day, and your only worry will have to be, having a bit of privacy with your families, because everyone absolutely loves rugby league, and it's not such a bad thing. Don't listen to any of these guys on podcasts who, by the way, have never been there, never been to the Port Moresby, tell you otherwise. It is such a crazy thing. Now, I was pretty annoyed at what they were saying, but then, I understand, because, they've been told many different things. And, if you talk to any current Kumuls players or former who had never been to PNG and went back to represent their family, they will tell you it is the best experience they've had in their playing career. And so, don't listen to these guys. They obviously need some educating. And fellas, if you're gonna, mock the place or talk badly about it without understanding it, I think the three of you need a good look in the mirror, because that's just not cool.